We can keep track of whether the lesson is selected or not. So that, like for instance, we can say in the data model, we can say which one is selected. We can say selected true. Yes, selected true. And so notice that it didn't do anything, right? Didn't actually do anything, but the data model knows which one is selected, right? We know which one is selected. So we could dynamically, calculate this class. We can calculate this class and say that that this class is actually an expression. Instead of being a hard-coded string, we could calculate this as an expression. We could say that it's actually, if it's, we can ask, we can say if lesson dot selected, right? So if it's selected, then we want to return active. If it's not selected, then we don't want to return active. Okay, so we can return a string that says I'm a nav link regardless. I'm always a nav link, but I'm going to have active. And if I'm not selected, I'm just going to return nav link. Right. So notice that only the first one is selected because the data model says that you're selected. Right. You see how we're building this this data model, right, of where the state is being maintained, right, and how this is then being used to be mapped to some DOM. Right. Notice that we're not manipulating the DOM individually. It's always through some query of the data model. The data model is what drives everything else. Either rendering or looking at the state of a particular variable and then choosing how that is rendered on the in the DOM. Make sense? All right, awesome. Now, what we need to what's still up in the air is where did this course come from? Right? Who gave me that data? Right? That data would live on the server. Right? You would say, retrieve the course whose ID is 123, and you would get this course object from the server, and then you would feed it into your rendering engine. Make sense? And that's what we're going to do when we meet next Monday. All right? Excellent. Thank you.